Did you see John Cena's last match?
You know I did.
How was it?
My initial reaction, pissed off.
Wow, what happened?
All right, he's like hustle, loyalty, respect. Never give up. That's like his slogans.
Mm-hmm.
Tapped out.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
On his last match?
Match.
Has he ever tapped before?
Yeah, he has.
I was going to say, there's no way your last match is the first time you ever tapped.
No. Like when he was like a heel, he tapped I think he got like tapped out like 4 or 5 times. But when he became a face and he was hustle, loyalty, respect, the can't see me John Cena. Well, he was, even when he was doing Word Life, he was doing You Can't See Me. But when he became this John Cena, nah. Super Cena? No. But yeah, they just kept like, at one point, the wrestling was there. John Cena just kept doing the same move, just AA, then do another AA, then do another AA, then do another AA. And then just, he put him in that sleeper hold for probably like as soon as John break out the sleeper hold, that just smack him, do it again. he did the sleeper hold for like 8 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Soon as like John Cena would break out, he'd be like, oh. God damn. And you could hearing it, like his whole body was just red.
I seen when he like took his shoes off in the ring, and I was like, what the f happened in this match? This red as a bitch.
Yeah, he got f***ed up.
God damn, Rudolph.
I know one thing. I know the stock in Skechers went up. And they took off his Skechers. Like, oh, them Jones ain't that bad.
Let's be real. To be real for a second, as kids, Skechers was shit. In our minds, anyway, those were like the J.C. Penney shoes. If we're being real, Skechers is probably like the second or third most profitable shoe in the world. Not America, world. So, I still wouldn't wear them.
No.
To me, those are like kid shoes, but.
No, like, I feel like Skechers is like, I don't know, like you almost got it all together. Like you almost got it figured out.
You like right there.
Yeah.
You like it's just a couple. You're like 2 steps removed from white picket fence.
No. You got the white picket fence. You got the family. One of your kids just off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't all the way there. It's something.
It be in the basement skinning cats. You try to hide it from the neighbors.
You like like out of nowhere, he just really liked the taste of glue, and it got to be on the window.
Like, spreading Elmer's on a window.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's just something a little off. But everything else, bro, squeaky clean.
Oh my God, that's funny as shit.
But I've been trying to say something. I said something about this before on this podcast. I said something about Obafemi. Now everybody in the world got like edits on this. Talking about because that was Oba's first match on the main roster.
Is that the dude that say his name and he appears?
No, that's Joe Hendry.
Oh, somebody sent a clip of that and was like, Lenny, this is what Willie been talking about. I seen that shit, was like, I get it.
No, Obafemi is the dude that I was talking about that was from, like got an African accent. And it was like, oh, that nigga probably from Boston. Well, from what they saying, he's from Nigeria. My nigga, he fought against Cody Rhodes, the champion, and was beating the dog shit out of him. That shit was a mauling.
Okay.
Nigga interrupted in the match to stop it, bro. But of course, I'm being a little extra because Drew McIntyre came and interfered, but Drew and Cody have been beefing. So he came in there and started beating up Cody. So Obafemi got disqualified. That's how he lost.
Gotcha.
But man, he like threw him outside the ring, and then Cody went to like the announcer table, and he was just laying on that shit. And he tried to sit up. You see Oba come out of nowhere, did a running uppercut, bah, flipped him over that bitch. That nigga got out that shit. You see blood coming out his ears. I'm like, damn, he cleaned your shit. He cleaned his shit, bro.
You get hit hard enough, you bleeding out the ears. There's brain trauma,
and bro,
something's gone wrong in there.
Yeah, that shit was a good. That was a good
disrupted
match.
Your sinuses.
Like Oba was just like, and then Oba entrance is hard. Cause you hear like it's like crowd like whoo down whoo down, and like the whole time this nigga just walking in sync. Everybody like Oba. He got like the little armband that's just nothing but like lion's fur. I ain't even making this up, dog. This nigga is just
got a lion's mane on his biceps,
bro. This nigga is no joke.
That's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
You remember I told you the one nigga who picked the nigga up and then threw him outside of the ring into the announcer table? That's Obafemi, bro. After that shit, because honestly, he showed up on SmackDown, and the whole time I was just like, Obafemi has to do at least a promo to be able to like build the match up a little bit. And he said, what did he say? I am the ruler, I am the conqueror, I am the king of the hill, I am the man you should be worried about. And then he was just like, cause he said in the essence of hustle, loyalty, and respect, he said, your time is up, my time is now. Cause that's John Cena's song. Mm-hmm. And then Cody was just like, word, nigga. See you on Saturday. Tried to walk out. Oba was like, nah, my nigga. I'm finna fuck you up on Saturday. I just need you to know this. Boy, I think Cody hit him twice. he was beating the shit out of him, dog. Because Cody, it was like one move when like Cody he like kicks you in the stomach, lays on the ground, and uppercut you. When he laid on the ground and tried to uppercut that nigga overground him one hand, picked him back up on his feet. I was like, oh my God, dog. Oba was fucking him up, dog. That scared the shit out of me, dog.
Imagine seeing something like that in real life. You think you about to wrestle with a nigga on the ground. He picks you up by your hairline and stands you back on your feet and say, nah, dude, we getting the ones.
He said, we are not acquainted yet. Huh? Nigga just got your shit, bruh. You bruh?
He's like, I just got this painted on.
And you got a little 22 in your pocket. You're like, man, stop this nigga. Pop, boink.
Oh, no. Right?
Snapping my own neck.
I'm out of here. Nah, dog. Mm-hmm. This is terrifying. He's going to do me terribly.
Bite my tongue off. Gone. I'm about to die. I really bit my shit just now.
You're like, you can have my firstborn, bro. Please just spare me.
Oh my gosh, bro. But that match was good. But then AJ Styles and Dragon Lee fought against Javon Evans. I can't remember the other dude's name, but this dude does a swanton 450 splash. It's crazy. I watched them on NXT because Javon and him been like going at it. Now they got real cool and they've been very entertaining. So a lot of the matches was WWE main eventers. Main rosters versus NXT upcomers. It's a girl on there. Her name's Sol Roca. I've watched her fight before, and her finisher is called the Soul Snatcher. Where she runs to the ropes. I can't even explain it correctly, but she handstand front flips into an RKO.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's very good. Nigga, like, one of her moves, because every time a nigga throw you outside the ring, a nigga would go in there, maybe do like a suicide dive or jump over the ropes. Mm-hmm. Hers is, she'll, what a round off is before you do a backflip? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she do that shit and backflips out the ring.
These motherfuckers athletic as shit.
Mm-hmm. Javon Evans, that nigga just jumps. I'm like, bro, that shit is not safe.
No. I think this spreads his arms and holds for the best.
Yeah. Bro, and one of his finisher, I don't know if this is exactly his finisher, but he'll like run to the corner, like, and then jump up that bitch back to you and just jump backwards and catch you into an RKO.
Yeah, nah.
But I swear everything, it's like probably like my third favorite finish in the fucking game right now, period.
I could never be a wrestler because I would just be looking at the athletic ones and in the ring and just be mesmerized. I'd be like, nigga, you're supposed to be doing this next. Like, oh shit, my bad. I was just mesmerized by you taking flight.
Bro, if you see it enough, it kind of just get old. The first couple of times, you see people kind of look shocked in the ring. Like, it's like whenever they bring in a new person and they do something, you see them niggas like, oh, we professionals. Yeah, snap back to it.
They be like, God damn, I could never do that.
Yeah, because niggas be like, shit. I'm like, okay, back to it. And it's so crazy. I know people don't like it because, John Cena lost his last match to Gunther. He showed up on Monday night last night. They was booing this nigga out the he couldn't say anything. As soon as he said, all you heard is boos. He's yelling on the mic and you can't hear him. That's how loud the fans was. He said, y'all just mad because I beat John Cena like he was a bitch. And then dropped the mic. That was his promo.
That's
and then
hard.
Everybody was like, boo. This nigga's like, really? Then he ran back to the ring, got to the corner, was just taunting at these niggas. Then he walked away, everybody thinking it's over. Then he runs to the announcer table, do that shit again. He's like, yeah, bitch ass niggas. He said, I'll run this shit.
That's how you be a heel.
Bruh, hate him. And then you just see him leaving the arena, everybody looking mad at him, everybody upset, like people going up to him saying something. He's like, get away from me. I beat this nigga, what's up? You see him getting in his car, AJ Styles is out there, and then he was just like, what? You mad, nigga? Get the fuck out my face. He get in his car, like slam the door. AJ Styles still looking mad. He rolls out the window and he was like, oh, AJ, almost forgot. He drove off. He hit him with the "you can't see me" taunt and then drove off. I cried, dog. I was like, bro, you know how to troll, dog.
That's hard as shit.
Yeah, he did. If I'm being real, I was pissed about the ending and how it looked. But how Gunther is taking it, like how he's using it to his advantage, I was just like, yeah, I'm okay with it now.
I was gonna say that. Like, I can understand being mad or disappointed in how that ended, but the way it's going afterwards sounds amazing.
I was very surprised. I was pissed off, bro. If I had a little brother in the room, I'd have punched the fuck out that nigga, bro. I was mad as a bitch. It was just, bro, like, I was just like, bro, this is going good, bro. This match is crazy, bro. Like, I was hyped because, like, I'll say this. He did the 5-knuckle shuffle like 3 times. I was just like, bro, that's crazy. You need to stop doing that move, bro. And then I'm watching, I'm just like, oh, this shit good as a bitch. And then he just kept putting him in the headlock, and then he'll do an AA, headlock, AA. I'm like, bro, we got this nigga. I said headlock, sleeper hold. And I was like, bro, he got this nigga. He got this nigga. Then he just, you see him like fighting, then he just smiles and then taps like this.
Oh, wow.
I was just like,
I would have been mad at that.
I was mad as a bitch.
Yeah,
I was like, I fucking trusted you. I was mad as fuck. I was like, look at my bitch ass being a fan. I was mad as a bitch, boy. Then Triple H came out with like all the people backstage, him and his wife. The crowd was like, fuck you, Hunter. Like, they was going in. I was like, yeah, he is a bitch. Fucking bitch. I was hurt, nigga.
What do you think is the best, like, retirement matches?
Best retirement matches. I actually was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and, you know, I don't really remember too many retirement matches. I think Sting probably had the best one because DX came out, NWO, which had nothing to do with Sting, but it was just a nostalgia rush. Stone Cold's match against Kevin Owens, because Stone Cold just left abruptly after WrestleMania versus The Rock. He didn't do shit else. He didn't show up, nothing. Stone Cold just had his match at WrestleMania. He didn't say he was retiring. He just didn't come back.
That nigga ain't do nothing.
No.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Which was hard to me. I was just like, bruh. And to this day, they still chant what? And he created that. Stone Cold created the what chant. So when a nigga that ain't doing a good promo, he be like, so I'm from Tennessee. Crowd be like, what? They'll just keep doing that shit. But yeah, that came from Stone Cold. But his match versus Kevin Owens, I don't remember how many WrestleManias ago it was. But that shit was good as a bitch. I was sure, I was like, man, I don't want this to happen because I didn't want y'all to fuck up my memory of Stone Cold. I fuck with that nigga. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want that to look bad. Kevin Owens made that nigga look flawless. And then, like, that nigga just kept driving around in his four-wheeler drunk as a bitch. I was like, I fuck with that nigga. But yeah, Kevin Owens made him look like he had no ring rust. So I was just like, all right. That's why I like a good heel. Them niggas know how to make the good guy look good.
Mm-hmm.
So
when you bad enough, you make everybody around look good.
Yeah, so that's why I did enjoy that. It's certain things about how it's going now that fucked me up. But if I had to say retirement match, I can't really think of it because I'm on the spot right now, but Sting and Kevin Owens shit was like not Kevin Owens, Stone Cold shit was like my favorite so far. I can remember.
Yeah, I ain't avid enough of I'm not a wrestler fan at all, so I don't know any.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just, if I'm being real, bro, wrestling, I grew up believing this shit was real. And then I remember, bro, I'm going to tell you why I thought it was real. Because I was stupid. No, I'm gonna stop right now.
They were convincing then. Let's be real.
No, it wasn't even. It was that, but it was like I don't know. Like he ain't really like he is well known against like with people who watch wrestling. But it was a nigga named Dean Malenko back in the day, and every match he did, it looked like it hurt. Like I remember when he fought against I think this was Rey Mysterio, and he like military pressed this nigga when he was on the top of the ropes, threw him in the air and made him land on his knee when he landed on the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Dean Malenko was they call him the man of 1,000 holds because he'll put you in like a move and then he putting you in a submission right afterwards. It was just like chain wrestling. The nigga was just that incredible to watch wrestle. He just didn't have no charisma on the mic. Yeah. That nigga he looked like a mercenary. Like when he never talked shit. He did talk, but he coming out fixing his wrist tape, coming out there and getting to fucking work. None of that other like fluff shit. Just I'ma beat your motherfucking ass. And I remember watching that shit and like it was him versus Juventud Guerrero that fought every single week. Every single match looked crazy.
Well, I had a question. How was Undertaker on the mic?
Man, I felt like he never missed.
I don't remember ever seeing him talk.
He talked a little bit as the Undertaker, but then when he went to like the like dead man walking, you know, like the badass with on the motorcycle and shit. He talked a lot more, but he still didn't do a bad promo.
Okay, 'cause I was just curious about Mike charisma for a character that is quiet or stoic, like how the original Undertaker was.
Yeah, he still talked because like when they did the what was it, Ministry of Darkness, he talked more. Cause that was another time that I thought it was real because I remember Boss Man, he just kept being the nigga that was going against the Ministry of Darkness, and there was a pay-per-view because I remember my mama friend gave us the black box, so we had like all the pay-per-view channels and shit. We was watching new movies the day it came out. Shit was hard. Nigga, Big Boss Man with the fight. I can't remember who he fought against, but I remember the ending. So he was fighting. It was in a cage match. Thought shit was sweet. Thought it was over. Boss Man, like the Ministry of Darkness came out, fucked him up, put a noose around his neck, sent the cage up, and then the pay-per-view was over.
Oh, I remember you talking about that.
Nigga, that fucked me. I went to school nervous. I was like, I'm in the South, and this shit is an option again.
This shit is an option again.
Oh hell no. I was like, they doing the whites like this? I was like, bro, I'm
just
done.
imagine what I'm gonna get.
Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, and it's so crazy. Like,
Deep in the heart of Virginia.
It's so crazy, bro. Like, I remember going to school. Every time we used to go to school, we used to talk about this shit when we showed up. None of us did. All of us were shooketh. When we went to school, started doing homework that they didn't assign. And we were just... Bro, we had to sleep on that.
Y'all niggas in there, all these squares make a circle.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. I was nervous as a bitch. I was just like, bruh.
That's funny.
So it was shit like that that made me believe wrestling was real back in the day.
I mean, like I said, they were very convincing then. Between even just Paul's mic work, how they filmed the shit looked like these niggas getting hit. And them niggas used to bleed for real.
They still do. Like, what's her name? Jade Cargill. When she ran into that fucking stairs on that last pay-per-view, when she got close to the camera like this, you saw her eye open. And she still was talking that shit. Ooh. Still finished the match. Ooh. Like, when they did the Survivor Series with Becky Lynch, when they was up in there fighting, Nia Jax actually punched her in the face and broke her nose. Shit was turned, and she still finished it. And then in the crowd, she was concussed. She even said it. She said, I don't even remember what I did. But she got punched in the face, broke nose, went into the crowd. Everybody, and she just like this on the spotlight. And they called her the man afterwards. Like, niggas be getting fucked up. It's just like, especially when they started getting different TV deals and brand deals and stuff like that, they couldn't like cuss certain words and they couldn't bleed.
Ah, got you.
Mm-hmm. Or show color, however they want to say it. So... Not gonna lie to you, I did like the ending of My Hero.
I liked it. It did feel a little rushed, but I mean, this is it. So I'm not gonna harp on that too tough. Mm-hmm. It's still funny the people like that. All I see is memes talking about how y'all said Deku was gonna be a fast food worker. Look now, y'all really thought that was
he's serving children. Basically. My nigga, I never read the manga, so I was just guessing. So I'm gonna be real. It made sense to what he's doing now.
Yeah, of course.
Now I'm pissed off.
I mean, before you knew it, you guessed he's probably gonna be a teacher at UA. I remember you saying that. I was like, damn, this nigga guessed it exactly.
Oh well, if I'm being real, it just made sense because he is the main character. You got to put him to do something that's gonna push the next group of kids. And his fucking mentor, who ended up making him the hero that he was his teacher. So he was a part of his teaching program. But my thing was, I was just like, that's cool and all. I was just upset that he lost his powers. And then you got the suit at the end. That like fixed it 60% for me. Now, it was somebody else's. I seen that shit like a day after it came out. So I'm not going to get on, like, I'm not going to basically like use this person's content for this. But he did make a point, like how I truly feel. He was basically like, I don't give a fuck if it's bullshit. I don't give a fuck if it makes sense. I don't give a fuck if it just happens and then he keeps it. But if he just got the power for one for all out of nowhere, I don't give a fuck how it happens. Like out of nowhere, he just like a regular raindrop just hit his eyeball. He got it back. I don't give a fuck how it looks, how it sounds, ass pull and all. I'd be happy.
Like this is a gift from the angels.
Yeah. Like out of nowhere, a nigga punched you so hard that he knocked you back for like 5 years. and you got it. I don't give a fuck how it looks. It makes no sense. Nothing at all. I wanted that nigga to have the powers, and he lost it.
You know, my main, I don't want to say gripe or harp on anything with this last episode was I read the manga for this, and the manga, maybe I'm misremembering it. Correct me if I'm wrong, audience. But in the manga, he felt more lonely afterwards. Like he felt it. Reading it, he felt like they emphasized the fact that all of the rest of his classmates were so busy they didn't have time they hadn't talked in years. And you felt the loneliness from him from that. So when he got the suit, you felt more of the impact from it, because now I can finally feel less lonely than I feel like it. For me, I felt the emphasis on the fact that yes, I'm a teacher, yes, I'm helping the next generation, but I still thoroughly miss.
I'm not fulfilled.
Yeah, basically, like I'm helping the next generation, but I just don't. I want to be doing something else. So yeah, I felt the impact when he finally got the suit in the manga, and it felt like he felt complete again. And I just didn't get that from this last episode, but I don't want to harp too much on that because I get it. Like this 20 minutes versus a whole manga chapters. Yeah. So I get it. I felt the impact of it more from the manga.
I can understand that. I knew for me, I was already done with it, but then I wanted to, show my respect to them, if I'm being real, because that was 9 strong years, in my opinion. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I watched it the whole time and enjoyed it.
I'm going to say we were watching from episode 1.
Yeah, and I wasn't like waiting until the season was over. I was weekly watching it.
Yeah.
Now, I do give a lot of anime time to breathe before I watch it, but that was one that I watched weekly.
Yeah, that's why I meant about feeling like a certain way about it being over now. It's been 9 years of this.
Well, it's just like right now, we got so much of like the heavy hitters that's about to be gone.
I've said before, One Piece is on his way out.
JJK on his way out. Demon Slayer on his way out.
Yeah, it's like
Black Clover is close.
Black Clover, I don't know if the manga is done or not, but if it's not, it's close.
Yeah, so my thing is like a lot of things that was under a strong window is about to leave. So we're gonna need some heavy hitters to be able to take the place.
I don't know if anything is gonna take, like the My Heroes, the JJKs, the Demon Slayers were the ones that were taking the place of like the Naruto's, Bleach. Like those were taking the place of those. And now those are on the way out. One Piece is on. Like, what's next, in a sense? I feel like...
I'm about to say Dragon Ball Z cast a huge fucking shadow, my nigga. Because now, that shadow's at its damn near at its end.
That's another one that we don't know what the future of Supers looks like. We don't know what's happening with that.
I'm okay with if they don't do anything else.
I've been okay.
They need to stop.
I've been felt that they didn't need to do anything with us.
It's a fucking hard love-hate experience I have with it. Like, I want y'all to do more, but I don't want y'all to fuck it up. And honestly, Super might be good. I don't want to watch it because I don't want to be disappointed.
I don't like Super at all.
Like, I've watched a little bit of it and I didn't dislike it. It's just like Dragon Ball Z. Well, Super felt like I was just watching another. I don't even know how to explain this. Like, I felt like Dragon Ball Z was inspiring all other anime. Mm-hmm. Then I felt like Super was inspired by somebody else, which is still cool because even after, I'm pretty sure Akira Toriyama was inspired by somebody who was probably inspired by him.
A lot of people have the theory that Super was inspired by Abridged, and that's why they feel like they got a dumbed down version of Goku, and a lot of the stuff in it feels like Abridge-ish. I haven't watched enough of Super to know.
Well, it's just like, me growing up with Dragon Ball Z, bro, I felt every episode, I was like, somebody could die. Like, they literally went to us early and killed off a lot of main character niggas.
I always say the main character died by episode like 4 or 5 and was dead until the Saiyans arrived. And then the Saiyans arrived and killed the rest of them niggas.
You know what's so interesting, though? We didn't get to miss Goku, though.
No, we still saw the nigga.
Yeah. Nigga, if we would have never got it and the Goku just showed up,
That would have been crazy.
I wonder how we would have reacted. I really, I truly wish.
Oh my god! Like you ain't see none of his training at all. You saw
like
nothing of him in the afterlife.
You didn't even like because we haven't talked to King Kai. We haven't talked to because Piccolo just died. So now we can't use the Dragon Ball. So now we just think he gone.
And then Goku shows up right as Nappa about to step on.
No, because like they felt his power level before then.
True,
but they knew it was Goku. If they didn't, they were just like another power level showing up. They was like, bro, another nigga, bro, what's going on?
Yeah.
So they don't even know who it is, and out of nowhere, Goku would have showed up.
And then out of nowhere, they just do the shit they always do in shows when it's like the first thing they show is like a shoe, so you see like his size 10 step on the battlefield.
Yeah, it was like don't. Bro, who is this with this blue shoe?
Nigga, we
and
see
orange
the stripe.
pants.
Like, we see the stripe on his shoe. Cut it out.
His shoes look a little weighted. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That would be hard. I ain't gonna lie though. Like we know who that is, but this is hard regardless. They just see his show his silhouette. Like I know that hair. It's one of the most iconic hair in anime.
It really is the most iconic hair.
100% yes. Mm-hmm. Like that's so recognizable. So
like I can literally put that hair on my knuckle and you know it's a Goku knuckle.
I'm sure they have like those little erasers they have for pencils that you can just like stick on the pencil. I'm sure they have a Goku hair of that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that would have been hard. I'm not gonna lie, that would have been like they give you the backstory of what happened, how he got, because Dragon Ball Z is gonna be Dragon Ball Z. Mm-hmm. Once they show the shoe, then they show the fight with Nappa, and then they show the backstory of what happened in the afterlife for that year. Yeah, that would have been hard.
That would have been hard, but I guess like it did build some tension, like Goku trying to get there. Because look at how Snake Way was when we first like watched him get to King Kai's planet. Mm-hmm. Nigga, that shit took months.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Yeah, and then he finally made it there, and then he had to train his ass off there. So we just like, bro, you got to make it to Earth this quick, bro. You ain't gonna be able to make it. When this nigga jumped off that bitch, he was gone. He was gone. Light. And then when he finally got there, he was like, hey, come, what's up? Hey, go down right now, nigga, let's go. Gone. Shit was just...
He didn't have time to stop to get the sensu beans. They threw the sensu beans at this nigga as he was falling.
Yeah, so it still built tension. It would have built some tension like, my nigga, we ain't got nobody.
You know what's crazy?
But, we don't know how that would have went.
Somebody said that whole time King Kai actually did know instant transmission. Maybe we'll find out as we watch, because we're going to watch like the Cell Saga next year. If I find out that's true, I'm pissed.
Well, I don't remember King Kai ever using it.
I don't either. That's why I don't know if that's true or not. But in comments from
it's probably
when we
like
were talking about the Saiyan Saga, nigga said King Kai knew instant transmission that whole time.
Well, I guess it may be like something that's said in like passing on Super.
I don't know.
I don't really take too much lore from Super, so
yeah, I don't like. Once we get past Dragon Ball Z, everything after that is null and void to me. I don't care.
I know one thing. I'm glad that I feel like, how sometimes you get like a remake of a game or anime, mm-hmm. and you were like, that shit didn't really need it. Mm-hmm. I felt like, because I think I brought this up like a while ago because I've known this for a while, but Hitman Reborn, like that's getting a remake. I've been waiting for that shit because I loved it when I watched it.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, Hitman Reborn was just about like it's his main character. He just wasn't really that cool. He was the geeky type, so I wasn't really too hyped about him. And then found out that he was the heir to like a leader of a mafia, and so the one of the biggest hitman was like this baby. Yeah. It just looked stupid. It looked like a Gintama type shit. It wasn't really that special. So every episode, like you see him, he getting into some bullshit, and then the baby would put in like almost like a motivational bullet, and then shoot him in the head, and then he got like a flame on his forehead, and then he was just like Yugi, like how.
I think I've seen screenshots of this before. I think I know what you're talking about.
He was almost like how what was his name? Like the Emperor, like Yugi used to turn to that nigga. Yeah. So he would get like that, just a cold ass nigga. So you just thinking, okay, this is cool. It was just a jokey shit for like 10 episodes. It was just bullshit. Then shit hit the fan, and then he had to harness that power. He was like, bro, I'm not gonna shoot you all the time. You gotta figure out how to get to that by yourself. And then you're just like, okay, that's cool. When shit hit the fan in the last season and those fight scenes was happening, nigga, that shit was just too good. It was too fucking good. Every episode was gas. And I was surprised. Like, it was, I don't think it might translate to how anime is now unless they do a little bit more working on it. But I loved it when I first watched it. I was very surprised. And it was that one. And for me, I feel like this one will translate because we don't have any American football animes. Except for Ice Shield 21. That needed to be remade. Ice Shield 21 was my shit, dog. Like, the main character was a nigga who just got bullied so much that he just learned to run fast. Like, bro, it was so crazy because the nigga was just like, hey, bro, give me your money. He was like, bro, I got to hold this money for something else, bro. I got a bitch I got to take out. He was like, bro, you think I care about a bitch, bro? He went to go grab this nigga. He was down the street.
God damn.
And it was a crowd.
Oh my God.
So he was juke moving, spinning through
this
niggas.
Nigga was moving through a crowd like that.
Yeah.
And
so
made it to the end of the street. Yeah, that
before
good.
you closed your hand to grab him.
That's crazy.
That nigga just gone.
All you see is a dust trail.
Bruh. Because think about it. You run faster when you think a motherfucker chasing you.
Yes.
And then when you just if you feel anything on your neck and you ain't looked back yet, he's there. So one of the niggas who played for the football team saw this nigga just beat feet like that. He was just like, let me see if he can do that on command. So he ran up on this nigga with a pistol.
Oh my God.
Nigga,
extreme.
I'm lying, all right? But the nigga always had a gun on himself. He always had a gun on him.
And his head, it was a gun, regardless.
No, that nigga, he probably did bring a gun. I just don't remember it that well. So he went to see it, and then out of nowhere, the nigga did the shit again. And he was just like, hey, yo, bro, why don't you join the football team? He was like, bro, my sister will beat the shit out of me if I join the football team. She know I'm a bitch.
She gonna beat your ass because she know you a bitch and wouldn't do well in football?
Yeah.
It gives them confidence.
You gonna get hurt. You gonna get hurt, bro. I don't fucking want to deal with that shit. I take care of you.
She was like, if you gonna get hurt anyway, I might as well hurt you.
I might as well be the one to do it, bro. So he had to fake, because she was just like, hey, I started seeing some flyers about a football team. What's going on? He's like, oh, I'm their manager. He was like, oh, okay. And so he put an ice shield on his helmet, didn't put his name on there, so they just called him Ice Shield 21 because that was his number.
Oh, that's hard.
Nigga, the shit was fucking good. But then, coincidentally, it was a real Ice Shield 21. He was just like, hey, bro, what you taking my name for? He said, nigga, what? He said, bro, I'm Ice Shield 21.
Oh, shit.
I'm the realest nigga out here. How do you think you got popular so quick? You think niggas just said Ice Shield 21 and then you did good and it was surprised? No, nigga, I built that reputation first. Don't try to take off on my shit, nigga.
He's like, I didn't call me that, nigga. They did.
They did, and the other nigga knew that shit. The nigga with the guns knew that shit. The shit is fucking gas though. And then they end up getting all these fucking teammates, and then they found like an offensive line, and they was like, all right, bro, how y'all gonna train? They put these niggas in the desert, put them on a hill, and made them push a truck up.
What the fuck?
On a hill.
Hell no.
So they had to make
pushing a truck in sand.
Like, nah, it was still road.
I was about to say, ain't no fucking way.
So it was like 3 of them niggas, they just pushed that shit. They had to make it, it was like 1.5 miles. They had to make it in like 2 days. Great fucking training regimen, my nigga. Everybody had a different one. It was just one of theirs right there. I was like, bro, this shit is hard. It was one of my favorite ones. I loved it. So it's other anime that I wish got a remake, but I don't feel like they translate well.
Do you remember when Batman Begins came out?
That's so crazy. I was just talking about this, yes.
Was it well received when it first came out?
It wasn't bad. It was just,
I watched it the other day because I misremember things from my childhood. So I remember as a kid, I don't know if it was that I didn't like it or if it just wasn't liked when it came out. But I recently watched it and was like, this movie ain't that bad, actually.
You talking about Liam Neeson?
Yeah. Liam Neeson.
Yeah. I'm going to be real with you. I still don't like it. And I watched it again. Not because it's a bad movie, because he was in a good race.
Oh, I would 100% agree with that. The movie itself, I think, is perfectly fine. Yeah, he was, if there was a weak point, he's the weak point.
Yeah, and I don't think that he did. It's just that I got too good of a race on CW.
Fair enough.
On Arrow, nigga. That nigga is the best how you say, Ra's al Ghul, however you want to fucking say it. That nigga was a fucking problem. He beat the shit out of Oliver and tossed that nigga off a mountain. I was like, bro, I remember, bro, the first 3 seasons of Arrow, I was just hooked. But it's so funny. I'm saying the exact same thing I said with Buddy from Florida the other day. It's because we was talking about the top 3 like superhero trilogies.
Was Batman in it?
We did bring that up, but I asked him, I was like, what was his? And he was like, for Marvel, he said Avengers, Cap, Guardians.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah.
I mean, what else? What other trilogies were there though?
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And you still had Thor.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, so.
I'm off Thor. I'm good.
But yeah, and until once we get the third movie, shit, Into the Spider-Verse.
I don't count that one because that's Sony's version, not.
That shit's still great.
Oh, I'm aware it's
And
great.
it's still, I didn't say MCU. I said Marvel.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see what that one does, but I it's a possibility that can be in the top 3 trilogy Marvel movies because those first 2 are phenomenal.
But yeah, we was talking about Dark Knight, and you know, I was just like, bro, what was the first Batman movie called? He's like, Batman Begins. I was just like, that shit was alright. He was like, it wasn't bad. I was like, I never said it was bad. It's just that, you know, I watched it late, and race already was like pinned in my mind, and then watching it, I was just like, fuck.
I got you.
But I like Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, those were the things that really carried that trilogy. My only thing about Batman Begins is Ra's motivation behind wanting to destroy Gotham. He was like, every great empire needs to fall. We reset society every however many years. Only the strong survive. I was like, why Gotham? There are so many other places that you could do this that were greater than Gotham. Why there?
Give an example then.
In their verse, Metropolis.
Metropolis was way nicer than Gotham.
That's what I mean. Because for me, his motivation.
Gotham needed to be reset, bro.
No, because to me, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to rewatch it to get the full scope of what his reasoning was. But to me, his reasoning sounded like he wanted to crumble a great empire. Metropolis.
Well, I got to rewatch it to fully understand that. But I was just like, no, Gotham needed to be reset.
But no. I'm lying now that I think about it because his also motivation was to stop crimes as well. Mm-hmm. Gotham is the place to do that because they were trying to basically be the judge and executioners.
I'm about to say, bro, that's crazy that you can get robbed on daytime in Gotham. Every fucking Batman movie you watch, you don't see anybody running around neighborhoods getting in shape. You don't see, like, every time you see a basketball court, it's a inflated ball there with no net.
Or say you don't see kids in Gotham having fun; they stay in the house.
Yeah, kids are in school. Nah, Gotham is not a place that I just would like. You know, like that's just like, you know, everybody want like a thrill seeker. Like some people go to Baltimore to where The Wire was shot. Then you go to Gotham and they be like, hey, bro, lock the doors, but we got to make it. You know, just them thrill seekers are like tornado chasers. Niggas gonna be like, hey, bro, let's go to Gotham. What time is it? It's noon. Nah, bro, it's too late.
Lunchtime, nigga? That's the worst time.
That's the worst time, my nigga. Somebody heard about the McDonald's killing? Bro, he only come out lunchtime, bro. Don't do that shit.
Somebody made a great point when I said that why do the rich people hang out in Gotham? It was like, because rich people commit crimes, and what better places there to do it than Gotham? Mm-hmm. Like all the crimes the rich commit, Gotham is the perfect place.
Well, I feel like every place they got that shit, bro. When you watch all those movies, you be seeing like all the rich people just looking down, and they be like, everything look regular. Then you see like one that look off. You like, that's where they shoot the movie at. Right there. You're like, does that place got a bodega? All right. Scene 5's there.
But yeah, I won't mad at Batman Begins. I'm not gonna watch it again, but I'm not mad at it either.
I watched Batman Forever way too many times.
Wasn't that the last in those 4 movies? Nah, Batman and Robin was the last.
No, Batman and Robin. That wasn't Keaton, was it? Yes, it was.
It was.
No, it wasn't Keaton.
No, I think Forever was, because the first 2 were.
No, Michael Keaton was fucking.
The first
Batman
2 was
Robin.
Keaton, and that was Batman, and then the one with the Penguin and Catwoman. I could forget the name of that one, because the first one was with Joker. That was just Batman. Then it was
that wasn't Keaton though.
Yes, it was. He was in the first 2. And then after that, it was Val Kilmer, I think his name was.
I'm tripping. No, it was Val Kilmer.
And then the last one was the one with George Clooney. I think that was Forever.
Wait a minute, Batman. Well, I know the Val Kilmer is who I was. I kept, I was fucking that up. But Val Kilmer is my favorite Batman.
Yes.
Because he was in Forever. And Forever
Was
is
that
my favorite.
Forever or Batman and Robin?
Forever is Riddler.
So who was the villain for? Oh, I remember. It was like Poison Ivy and some other niggas.
And Poison Ivy was with Miss Dr. Freeze.
Yes,
And
that was the last one.
That was Clooney, wasn't it?
Yes, that was Clooney.
Yeah.
I hated that one. That was the worst one to me.
Nah, bro. Arnold was doing so many cheesy lines in that shit.
I hated that one.
I love cheesy lines, bro. I love that shit.
I hate them.
He says, now it's time for you to cool off. Yes, nigga. Yes.
That one was terrible. You say what you want.
I don't. I like watching bad movies. I don't like watching movies that they will perceive as good that end up being terrible. I don't like that. But if it's a cheesy bad movie, I'm watching that shit, bro. I love shit like that, bro.
Is that why you like the Spawn movies?
Spawn was good because I like John Leguizamo. When that time when they was up in the auditorium and he was like, oh, he said, oh, look at Spawny, because he was dressed in like a cheerleader outfit. He was like, he said, do I look good in this, Spawny? Looks like they had it in my side. Spawny, he's not mad at me. He can't do it. No, I can't. I was crying. He's S to the P to the A to the 1, S to the P to the A to the 1. Go Spawny. Go Spawny. That was my shit, dog. I watched that movie so much, dog. I love cheesy, bad movies. And then I really like Michael Jai White, so I think he did a good job as Spawn. And then that movie, like, I got to see, like, because, bro, when, like, shit was going bad, it's like that cape could turn to anything. I fuck with that shit. And then when he had to get away, it was almost like a Batman exit because the cape covered him up and he just dispersed and they couldn't hit him no more. I loved how they made Spawn. And as a kid, I wanted a black superhero that looked cool. Spawn was it. They didn't really make a bad costume either. The shit was hard as a bitch.
I got to read the comics because I want to actually do a better deep dive into Spawn.
I got the Batman and Spawn comic right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one where they teamed up. That was cool.
Yeah, I want to. I've been on a superhero kick anyway. If I don't know if you could tell.
Well, I grew up with it, so I'm like now I'm like, all right, my nigga.
We couldn't afford none of those comics or nothing then, so now that I can like I'm going back and like just.
No, I just went on free comic book day. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, that'll do it.
I just went every single time. Like once buddy put me on, I was just like, shit, fuck it, I'm just gonna go it. And then a lot of times I just went to stores and just read the comic and just left it. I didn't have the money for that shit. I just walked to the fucking library, see what they had. They didn't have it. Walked to the other store that was like down, like in the bad area, so niggas ain't buying the shit. So I knew it was gonna be a lot there. I just walked to the store and like real shit. I swear, if my mama heard some of the shit that I was doing when she wasn't paying attention, because she worked like 3 jobs, I used to be gone. And then I just go to those places and read the comics that I wanted to read. And then you met him, my older cousin. He had like a slug in them hoes. Like he like shit. It was in horrible condition, so you couldn't sell it. It was like one of the first Superman jumps when he fought against Muhammad Ali.
What?
Yeah,
that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
That's why, like, a lot of times when they talk about like Superman actually had, because it was just like 100 times stronger than the regular human, 100 times smarter. So he was actually very brilliant, but they don't push that shit. They don't push that part of Superman no more. He was actually brilliant.
Yeah, they get that shit to Batman now.
Yeah. Well, Batman, he was a really good detective though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's why I really liked the Batman so much, because we never got to see a live action of that.
I'm gonna go back because I'm about halfway through the Dark Knight. I'm gonna finish the Dark Knight and then go back and watch the Batman, and I want to see which one I like more.
Man, Heath just did too good.
Heath was amazing,
and I think the dude who played the Riddler did a good job on that one.
You talking about on the Batman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes.
Penguin was very good. It's just like if I want to think, I think the Batman was a little bit better, but visually wise, what I want out of a superhero movie, Dark Knight did it better than anybody.
I'll say as a superhero movie, I think the Dark Knight is better.
I think the best superhero movie, like it didn't have the replay value that I thought it did, which was Endgame. I think that's the greatest. That's the epitome of superhero movie right there.
I think I like Infinity War more.
Infinity War was cool. I remember the energy that I got on Endgame.
I remember we went to see Infinity War together. I think we saw both together, didn't we?
Yeah, I laughed in Infinity War at the end.
I remember when that scene the Thanos just looking out into the horizon, and then it cuts to credits. I was like, what the fuck?
I remember because we ended up having to sit in the front.
Yeah.
And then when I laughed because I was a little drunk, but then when it went to the credits, I laughed because I was just like, it was so many angry faces in that movie theater, and that shit, I thought that was hilarious.
But I think that's why I like that so much. That ending for Infinity War was just chef's kiss. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
I like that, but I've never had a movie that hit me with that many dopamine hits like Endgame did. I got that shit like 7 times in less than 30 minutes. Because that end fight, you got that bitch continuously.
Yeah, the end fight for Endgame was, that all-out war was just spectacular.
Like, they did nothing wrong. Like, even during the first half of that fight, you were getting it. Then at the end of that fight, like, right when the fight was just like, shit, bro, who gonna win? Out of nowhere, you just hit Captain. You hear me? On your left. That shit was hard as a bitch.
That shit was hard.
And then Black Panther getting his scene, because they gave him that scene because how much it grossed. It was like, oh, he's very popular. So that nigga came out, I like steak. Niggas in that bit hype.
Like, they had the whole war take place in Wakanda because of the shit. The Infinity War take place in Wakanda because the amount that movie grossed. Of course. So they was gonna milk the fuck out of Wakanda. So
they pulled up, hype as a bitch, everything going smooth, and then they gave the real big scene to Iron Man. And bro, I got like 7 dopamine hits. That's why I liked it more than Infinity War. I felt like what I wanted out of a superhero movie, it gave it to me in droves.
I've been on my comic kick, so I've been buying comics. So I bought the comic from the Supergirl movie that's supposed to be coming out, because I'm like, I'm going to watch the Supergirl movie. Mm-hmm. So I want to read the comic that inspired it first.
No, I would never do that.
I'm doing it.
The only reason why I'm going to do that is because I feel like every single director always wants to put their own swing on things. So if I read the comic and you're way off, I'd be one of them type of niggas that would just like, bro, the comic went like this. I never want to be there.
I'm not that type of person, though. I don't really.
Have you ever truly done that before yet?
No.
You'll find out if you'll be that person.
We'll find out for Supergirl.
Yeah. I swear on everything I love. If you end up being that person, don't ever tell me that you're reading some shit before we go see a movie. I'm like, bro, don't do it.
No, I was going to say I'm not that type of person, because I'm okay with the director going in their own direction if it's still good and if it makes sense. Okay. Like, that's my thing. Like, I'm not the type of person that's going to say, well, it just didn't follow the comic to the T, push his glasses up.
Well,
like,
I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to give good examples because you know them too. My homeboy watched, I think I said this on the podcast before, but Avatar: The Last Airbender, he'd seen the movie first.
Yeah, we was talking about it.
And then watched the show, and he thought the movie was incredible. I remember going into the movie theater, I was like, oh, this shit was horrible. And this nigga was hyped. He was like, bro, this shit was good. Everybody else like, nigga, what? And we didn't get why he liked it so much, because he was the one that was adamant about us going to see it. So we thought he watched it. And I'm just like, bruh, you really like this movie? He was like, yeah, bro, I thought this shit was good. And I was like, bruh, they didn't follow the show at all. He was like, I ain't never seen the show. We like, that's why. He watched the show, then rewatched the movie. He said the shit was ass. So basically, we thinking it's not good because it didn't follow it.
Yeah.
So getting it from a perspective of somebody who never seen it and then watched that movie, thought it was great, then watched the show and then watched the movie again and said it was bad. That's what I'm saying. You're going to be a little bit influenced.
I won't say I wouldn't be influenced. I just, because like for like DC and Marvel Comics in particular is why I'm saying this. For them, each different iteration is damn near its own universe. That's why for me, I don't hold things to the comics that I would for the show, because all it is just a different interpretation of it, or in their verse, a different universe of it.
Well, what they usually do is they use a version of every single like 15 comics. They'll get 15 comics and take a piece out of each and then make a universe out of it.
Yeah, that's why I say like for that, like it's different. Like how I would say like when I had my critique for the last episode of My Hero, that's not different verses. So for me, it's all right. How is it in the manga compared to the anime? And I'm not going to do that for something that has established that every different iteration is a different verse in itself. Like, and especially in Marvel, you got Earth 616.
Well,
Earth
my thing is
719.
they've been doing this for years and sticking to the same characters for a very long time. So my thing is manga, they will literally just make a story, finish that shit, and then keep it moving. Dragon Ball Z is an example of what happens when we've been having that shit way too long. Because, you know, we've gotten so different iterations of like Wolverine because they just like, oh, well, I got a good idea. Let's make a different one. So they keep doing it. So then on the Marvel shit, we're just getting 10 different things of just one character from different comic books. So it may be our world that they grafted into one. It's still reiterations of other shit and they're getting the shit wrong. Not all the time. I don't get too deep into it. That's why I kind of stopped reading comics because
That's just to be too much sometimes.
like it's just that I know for me, I'm like, bro, y'all just really just took I hate when y'all take from the comic and it's not the best part. Like right when the best part about to happen, you be like, oh, this shit about to be hard. It's not put in there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so
I can definitely see that.
I always stay away from it because I will not give it the right mindset if I watch it because I read Harry Potter books before I watched the movies, and I did not.
That's a mistake.
Well, I watched a couple of the movies, and then I started reading the book after Order of the Phoenix.
Books are way better.
Yeah, Order of the Phoenix was insane. That book was crazy. I watched that movie. I was like, man, fuck these niggas, bro. And it wasn't like all of it. I was okay with it. It was how they did Sirius. Like that nigga just like he died. Like he just like sneezed. Like, I was like, what? He held so much weight in the books. I was mad as a bitch.
Yeah, I could see.
I stopped dating white women after that. I was mad as a bitch. She said, "What's going on? What's going on?" Will I was like, "Get my out your mouth." I'm so sorry, dog. I was like, bitch, tell them niggas to make better movies." Walked out. I'm sorry.
I hate this nigga. Yeah. Oh my God, yo, that's crazy.